Hi, this is Gold River. I'm going to be running wire through the door hinge in my 2018 F150, so I'll show you how to do that if that's something that you need to do for your stereo. Now, right here on this portion of the boot, there's a little zip tie that runs down there. So I just went ahead and cut it with this. Kind of looks like this guy. Then you can grab right in here, you got this nice big area. This stuff is pretty sturdy, and then you can just pull this off. Then we have this plastic piece here, and you can get that off by releasing the clips in there. Don't try to break it or rip it out. There's some little clips in here that release, and this thing will pull out. So I'm going to take it out because it's easier to show you where these clips are once I've pulled it out. So it's a little bit better to see these clips now. We've got 3 of them. So you have one right here. You have one behind it right there. So these, if I can get a better shot of them, you can see that little tab there that will move. And then there's another one just like it back there. There's another tab right down here at the bottom. And you kind of have to get them pressed all at the same time, or you can press one and pull a little bit on that side and then press the other side and pull a little bit, but you'll get this whole guy free. And you can see we've got a tab there where we can release this plug, and then we have a similar tab there where we can release that plug. So I'm gonna get started on that and get those plugs out of there. Alright, so you can see I got those plugs out. There's a tab on each one. Only one tab. Got one here. Just press this guy down, and you can actually pull it from this end. You're not gonna pull the wires out or anything. Don't go crazy with it. And then we've got another tab there, and it can give you a better shot now of the tabs on this guy. Here we can see them here. We've got one there. Got one there, and this is to be the top, and on the bottom you've got this one here. So there's no need to go crazy on this thing. Don't just try to rip it out of there. You're gonna break it. Get these tabs loose, and she'll come out of there. So you can see on my vehicle I have a lot of open pins, or open areas where there could be pins, because my truck does not have a lot of options. So for me, it's pretty easy just to drill a little hole through here with my drill bit. Probably go up here where I'm sure there's no wires, and I can get a nice pass through all the way there, and then just feed a thin wire through there to get it through this area. And I'm going to pull this off, and you'll be able to see what's going on down here. But you can use a wire fisher or a coat hanger. Just be careful you don't come through the side and poke a hole, just to fish the rest of your wire down into the door panel area. So that's essentially how you can run it through the boot. And I'll go ahead and drill my holes for this. Then I'm also gonna drill a hole through the connector. You can see like none of these wires or spots for wires are being used in the middle. So, I could put a hole through the center of this one, and then that would allow me to get my wire all the way through. So the idea here is that now I can take off this kick panel down here. I can run my wire all the way down underneath this to the kick panel, and then it's going to come out this hole, go through the hole I'm going to drill in this connector. It's going to go through the hole I'm going to drill here. Again, careful to drill where there are no wires. Obviously you don't want to drill down here where there's a bunch of wires. Then fish it through this boot, and it's going to make entry down here into the door. So it's really not that difficult to do. Obviously I'm going to be using some pretty thin gauge speaker wire to run through here. So let me get this off, and I'll show you what's behind here. Alright, so I went ahead and removed my speaker. That way I can get my hand in here, and essentially I'm going to be releasing it from this side and pulling it out from the other side. So let me pause this while I do that. Alright, so I've got that all released. So you can see where this runs down into here. And this is all taped up. And we got test tape and kind of like a black electrical tape. But this is the entrance here into this boot. So you can go ahead and take this tape off. You can, run your wire up inside here, all the way through there, and then we'll go out through there, through our clips or our connectors, and then we can go here behind the kick panel, and then down there to our amps or wherever we need to, to run these wires. So that's essentially how you do it. Now you may be wondering, hey, what if my truck has tons of options and I don't have a big hole in here where I can do stuff? I'll show you another option that might work for you. Okay, these crimp-on connection pins you can get from DigiKey. You can see the part number there. One's male and one's female. And the gauges are different, but these will work fine. And here's this part number here. So let's flip them over. You can get a look at what these look like. So essentially, you can go ahead and crimp that onto your wire. That would be the male end, and then the female end. And then you can insert those pins into your plastic connectors, and you can have a nice, neat, almost factory look to your stereo. This takes a little bit of time. I didn't want to bother with doing this because you need to have the correct crimping tool to do this, but that is an option if you don't have a lot of open pins and you're afraid to drill through and maybe damage something, or you just want to keep it factory. Alright, I hope that was helpful. It's really not that bad of a job running the wires through the boot, so hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.